of a shout out to the sponsors there, Industrial Athletic. Cheers for the ongoing support. Funds and bars, the bar I'm using here is one of theirs, and definitely enjoy deadlifting with it. So today was deadlift day. This is the top set, 250 kilos. The goal was 2 reps, but I decided before I went in that if I felt good, I was going to go for it. I was going to push it and get that 3 because I know I missed the third a few weeks back. I managed to get that 3, so pretty happy with that. Onwards we went to 240. This was meant to be a set of 5, so unfortunately I only managed to get 4. The RPE 9.5, doubt I would have got another, so I left it there. And the volume I got in that 250 kind of makes up for this, so just had to make sure that I got all the rest of my reps today. I'm just going to talk a bit of an aside while some of this video plays in the background, but one of the things that I'm sort of learning with this high volume, high intensity training is that you've just got to really stick with it. You know, there's no room to sort of fart around and not push yourself and not work hard. You know, 7 reps at 225, I'm pretty sure that's close to one of my best for reps. So mentally, you know, you get to rep 5 or 6, the grip's failing, the hands are sore, the lower back is a little bit pumped and all that sort of stuff, and it's just a matter of sticking with it. You know, you having that stickability to grind through those last couple of reps. I know I say this after that 240 for 4, but there was no way that a 5th was going to come up on that. But with these ones, you start to get tired, you start to get fatigued, but the strength's there and you know that you can push through. And I think that's something that we as lifters need to remember with our training. Your form may break down, you may start to get tired and fatigued, but you've just got to push through and get the work in, get the volume in. And you know, I'm just getting a bit of that mental fortitude that I can have a bit of a longer rest and I can come back and I can smash it and I can get the volume. And it's, you know, working hard to make sure basically that you don't pussy out, that you don't be soft, that you put in the work. If it takes an extra 5 minutes because you have to rest an extra 5 minutes, so be it. You know, obviously if you're limited for time, that's a different story, but on these sort of days where you're trying to get volume in, you're trying to get that in, you know, it's making it a priority. It's giving yourself time to work through it. You know, this session today took me nearly 3 hours, and I know that's a bit ridiculous, but essentially I had to get this volume in. I wasn't going to go home unless I had got this volume in, and I wanted to hit the reps each set, so I gave myself rest. I gave myself an ability to be able to come in and hit it. Yes, I want to not spend that long in the gym all the time, but at the moment that's a sacrifice I'm having to make. I'm having to make sure I can get to training earlier, that I can stay there for a bit longer, and I can get this work in. And, you know, I'm hoping to get the reward from that at the end of the day in Commonwealth in 6 weeks. You know, and I can't squat, so these sort of sessions are the ones that I am really willing to put that extra time and effort into. So hopefully that recovery will start to improve and I'll be able to get it in a bit shorter. But essentially at the end of the day, I'm pushing through it. The form may break down, but I'm working hard to ensure that I get there, that I don't fade, that I you know, take the rest, all those sort of things, get in the right zone to be able to actually get the reps that I need to get to finish this program. On that note, still really enjoying this program. Amir Fazali of Adonis Athletics Australia, working with him with some online coaching, and it's been pretty good. You know, halfway through these things I can flick him a message and often I'll hear back, and you know, a little bit of guidance during the session. It's pretty awesome and it's pretty good, so I'm really enjoying that. And definitely would recommend it if you're interested in doing online training. He's definitely a good guy to approach. He may have a few spots left. He knows his stuff, and his programs definitely, you know, I enjoy them, and I'm definitely thinking that I'm going to make some good gains and feeling stronger. Upper body's feeling bigger. I'm pretty sure the lower body's still growing even without the ability to squat due to that injury, but things are going along nicely, and it's a real good program, you know, and I'm learning that mental fortitude, that ability to stick with it, push through, grind through, get the reps, get the volume in. So as you can see, it's going to be another long video. I've recorded pretty much all of my work sets, and I figure why not chuck them on the video and just keep on talking and blabbing. So hopefully you guys don't mind me having a bit of a talk over this full video footage. So on to bench, 140 for 2 you just saw there, so not a bad effort, and then 130 here for 5. RPEs are about 9 at the moment. These are touch and go. This is my touch and go day, so feeling pretty strong. The form's definitely getting better with the high frequency. I'm benching 4 times a week, as I mentioned in my last video. 2 days paused, 2 days touch and go. So the volume in that, the extra practice essentially is paying off. I'm getting a little bit better at sticking my butt. You can still see it tries to float every now and again once I struggle, but it's all staying pretty strong, staying pretty good there. So this is 125 for 7. Feeling, as I said, pretty strong. The chest is getting a good bit of work, and I feel like it's growing. Shoulders, chest, all that sort of stuff is starting to appear to be a little bit bigger after these last few weeks of really high volume. Fact of the day, today's training was 20 ton of work. So highest volume I think I've ever done in a single session. So that's a pretty cool milestone to hit, I suppose. And just you can see the plenty of volume in the benching and the deadlifts. It doesn't really take too many sets to add up when you're doing reps at a decent intensity. This was RPF 10. This set was followed by 110 kilo accumulate sets, so that basically means if I miss any reps I had to go back and do it. So I got 10 on my first set with the 110, and then on to, I had to have 30 seconds rest and pumped out another 2 to get to the total of 12. Back for round 2 of deadlifts. It was a little bit of an odd one coming back for this. The 180 warm-up I did before this felt really good, really fast. Then I went on to this set and it felt like a bit of a grind, just didn't feel too good. Was a bit bizarre, I don't really know what it was, but then the next couple of sets actually felt really, really good. The 210 and the 195 after this felt really, really good. So in terms of what I'm doing outside of the gym, trying to get in fair few hot cold sessions after these sort of days, focusing on the back half of the body, obviously posterior chain, trying to keep that recovery up as much as possible, and obviously with the diet definitely focused on trying to get a fair few calories in, as well as protein. I can be a bit slack with the eating and sort of leave it, but I've got to really focus on that really, because that's one of those things where if I don't focus on it, I'll lose weight, and I really need to try and maintain my weight, if not put a little bit on, because I'm still well under that 93, sitting about 90 to 91, sometimes up around 92, so just trying to focus on that, eat a little bit more. So all in all, today was a pretty good session. After this final set that you see here of the deadlifts, I went on, did some hammer curls, 5 sets of 6 to 8 on the hammer curls, supersetted with dumbbell rear raises for 5 sets of 6 to 8. So didn't get time for the rowing machine today, but I'll chuck that in tomorrow, get those intervals in, which will hopefully help with a bit of that recovery. And yeah, things are feeling good, things are feeling strong, just got to keep on trucking on and basically working through it, working hard to make sure that I get the work in and get the results. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and also feel free to check me out on Facebook, facebook.com/hjp62. Thank you for watching.